Hey, collective. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal, and this is In My Own World Tarot. And this is a collective reading for all signs, Aries to Pisces, okay? And, I was at work today and not listening to the meeting as per usual. But I don't know if you guys got LinkedIn or whatever, job profile emails, like when you're out job hunting or whatever, they still reach out to you. They still ask you, especially because you got a nice resume. And I was sitting there and I heard something say, you know what? Dating is just like picking the right fit job or career, right? Because let's say this. By now, a lot of you to watch my channel in your 30s, 40s, maybe some of you in your 20s. Most of you in your 30s, like myself. And so you done been around the block once or twice. We can't say a few times because then the 50 and the 60-year-old going to get on our neck. I understand we just grown up now. We just make it to adulthood today. I understand that. But I was sitting there thinking about it because I work for a very, very reputable company. And the lady who called me today, was offering me like at least 5 or 10,000 above the salary I'm making now and all that. And then before I thought about it, shoot, a year, maybe even 3 years ago, I would be like, man, let me go ahead and take that, whatever, because I want more money. But then I stopped and I was like, nah. And I started researching it, researching the company and everything and how long they've been and turnover rate and all that extra stuff. And that's like dating. That's why they always tell us, take your time. Talk to a person, fill them out, don't have sex with them yet. What's their background? What's their history? What's their stock market rates? All them questions, that's important. That's important. And, I am a serial job hopper. Like, my ass will fucking leave, bitch. And that is a non-committal trait. Very non-committal. Or is it? Or are you dating and you're trying to find the right partner for you? Okay? But while you're trying to find the right partner for you, were you looking for the right traits? Did you even know what traits you were looking for when you were out there? You know what I mean? A lot of you, some of us started in retail, fast food, customer service. That's like most of the main jobs we started in, right? We started working at those jobs because we wanted a paycheck and we was tired of asking our mom for money, and we felt as though if we had our own money, we could do whatever we wanted to do. Right. Then as you got older, you moved out from your parents' house, you realize those jobs don't pay not near a bill. Not a one. So then you either go, you go to school. Even then when you go to school, you may do like study, or work part-time. I went to school and worked. I did both, which I wouldn't recommend for people going to college because it was such a distraction. If you choose to go that route. Other people went to the military. Other people just started life. And the people that just started life, and I'm not saying this for everybody, a lot of people that just went straight from high school and just did they thing, those are the people where you go to work now who are the managers and CFOs. And some that went to college are the managers and CFOs. It all depends on the person. And then you think it doesn't, but it doesn't depend on what they went through in the past. It depends on someone's loyalty to themselves and if their commitment. Think about that. The most successful people have loyalty, are very loyal and committed to whatever they decide to do. Because you ever see, like, you go to a school and that janitor's been there for 20 years. If you've never been to some of the janitors' homes that's been there for 20 or 30 years working at school, they don't rent their shit. They own their house. They own it. Because it's like they found something that was their niche and they stayed committed to it. And so that way they could focus on everything else around it. Like these people doesn't. You ever see those people that work for a job for 20 years? They ass will never be there. Or they on vacation somewhere. They own their house. This and that. Because we decide to commit to something, that's one less thing you have to force, that you got to worry about, that you got to keep looking for. But before they made the decision to commit to stay there, I'm pretty sure they felt out the scenery. They asked enough questions. They see, is this going to overexert me? Is this something that I can do for the long term? You know, they asked themselves those questions. And so I was like, dang, I don't think I was asking myself the right questions. And I brought this to you guys because I usually sit here, you know, at my tarot table before, and I have a lot of conversations with self, and I talk to God. I may pull an oracle card or two just to give me some direction on which to go. And I was like, damn, you know, I don't think us in the dating worlds, even in the job market, we don't ask the right questions until we know exactly what we're looking for. It's like, you know, they say, oh, you got to ask them this. What's his 5-year plan? Do you know your 5-year plan? Will your 5-year plan change? Yeah, it will. It's going to change because you don't even know. It depends on your energy, where you're at. You don't even know if you want to be in this state or not yet. So are you even ready to date and ask the questions that you require an answer to, that you feel if they don't answer the question in the way that you feel it should be answered, it's not right for you, but you don't even know what's right for you. Right? Right? And then I sat here and I was like, damn, I've been single for like almost, this summer will be 3 years. And I was like, how the hell? Because I remember, you know, in my 20s, I was like, single who? But then I thought about it, I was like, actually, you've been single for way longer than that. Because you because you dated people, that doesn't mean it was a commitment there. You know, a lot of us thought we were in relationships. If you was in a real relationship, in a committed relationship, if both of you were committed, you wouldn't be dating multiple people. You wouldn't still be single if you and I'm not saying this to offend anyone, because people are like, oh, I was in a committed relationship and if that was the case, why are you single now? Because a commitment and loyalty doesn't waver. So maybe you could have been committed, but what were you committed to? And then what else was happening to you while you were stuck in this commitment? So let's just say, and I please don't be offended with anything that I say. Because when I say things, these are things I've been through. You're committed to this person 5 years plus. You're giving them all the love and attention. This person is lying to you. They ain't paying no bills. They coming home late. They cheating on you. They doing all of that. But you're committed to this person. In those 5 years, what have you created for yourself? Did you start your business? Did you go back to school? Did you buy that house you've been talking about? Did you lose those 30 pounds? Did you do all of that? No, you didn't. You were inconsistent, you were unloyal, and you were not committed to yourself. So were you really in a committed relationship, or were you being driven by your ego and codependency and what you thought was a committed relationship? So if you really ask yourself and sit with yourself, have you really ever been in a real relationship? Once you think about it like that, you'd be like, damn. And then you'd be like, you can go be like, damn, my ass been single for a long ass time. I was in entanglement, situationship, but a relationship, nah. Because relationships are committed, they're loyal, they're understanding, they're equal. You know, my partner may be at 10 one day, I'm gonna be on 90 another day, but we gonna balance each other out. Because we know, we've learned each other, we took that time, we felt it out. I just wanted to say that. But I got that when I was cheese and rice. When I was sitting here, I was like, damn. If we think about it in that sense, nah, we ain't really never been. Yeah, when I was in a relationship, I had kids, this is that. Okay, you met somebody, you made an offspring. But I was married. Okay, y'all signed a piece of paper together. If you was married, why'd you get divorced? You could be committed to toxicity. That's a commitment, but doesn't mean that was a valid relationship. That was a commitment to something else. It's like we put titles, the wrong titles, on certain things. Oh, but I was in a relationship with him. No. You were committed to and loyal to someone who wasn't giving back to you. That was a relationship. You were being a chaser to a runner. It's a situation, but it wasn't a relationship, not a healthy one at least. You know? So technically, you were still single because they left you standing there by yourself on many nights. You slept in that bed alone waiting for them to come from wherever they was at. So you were single. So you've been single for longer than just you being actually now in your house alone by yourself, you know, taking care of yourself, the self-love and all that. You've been single way longer than that. Way longer. That's for somebody. Maybe y'all resonate with that. I share my stories with y'all. I'm going to pull a card because, man, I ain't got to pull it. All right. Oh, I never got the card fixed. All right. That's how I love sitting at the window. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap to the energy of the collective. Aries to Pisces. Any messages that they're needing, any guidance that they're seeking today. Well, thank you for the previous message as well. Please allow me to relay these messages as accurately and clearly as possible. And please protect my energy during this reading. Protect their energy as well. Please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you. Amen and Ashe. Like when you do that self-work, and I'm starting to come back out, because I also had to realize that I am a very, very active, flamboyant, not that type of flamboyant, but I have a very large personality. And I have been in my house literally for 2 years. Oh, yeah. And I'm starting to come back out now. I used to be on the scene. I used to be everywhere. But now it's like I know how to reapproach the world because I've had time to reflect and see how I was acting, see what I allowed, see how I was moving, see some of my inconsistencies, some of my non-committal ways. And you got to do that. And I wanted to say, like, when you watch these other readings and you watch other tarot readers, don't be like, oh, yeah, they did this, they did that. Look at your faults, too, because you're not perfect. And if you never own your shit, if you never own your shit, you're constantly going to be, every time you point the finger out, remember, like the old saying is, 4 is pointing back at you. And then we wonder why, man, every time I get in a relationship, somebody do this to me, they do that to me, they never see my worth. They don't even know their worth. And you want somebody to see your worth when you don't know, because if you knew your worth, you wouldn't been with that fucked up person. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Like, we got to be honest with ourselves. If we knew our worth so much, oh, I'm not worth this, I'm not, then why did we pick that fucked up person in the first place? Because there's something within us that we were creating a delusion about who we are that we need to accept. Like, let's just be real. For real. For real. So, abundance, self-discipline. That's the money coming in, manifestation. I feel like you're going to have to, this is somebody you got to spend money to make money, get your money in order, finances in order and everything like that. And that's another message, too, I was saying earlier to myself, and I'm going to share it with y'all. I was like, well, you got X amount of dollars in your bank account, right? But you owe X amount of people. If you can pay off everything you owe, and still got money left in the bank, your ass is doing fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Yeah, you're going to be like, well, I had this much money in the bank. Actually, no, you didn't, because you owed all this money. So what you really had, what you have left is what you really had, because you had to pay that. But if after you pay, I mean everything, from Netflix to your mortgage, to your car note. Once you pay all of that and you still got money left over, you can still eat out, go shopping, get your hair done and everything. Let me tell you something. You are doing fucking amazing. But handle your business. Handle your business. Like, knock all that shit out. Because a lot of us, and if you're like me, I realize that today. I like, you get excited when you see that number in your bank account. Like, girl, I got all this cash, but yeah, you got to pay this, and that. But then once you pay this, and that, and you can still go, girl, I got all this cash. Your ass is elevating. You're doing good. You are growing up. We are grown ups, y'all. You're a grown up. And a part of being a grown up is owning your shit and not just blaming everybody else for hurting you. Yes, again, they were fucked up individuals. However, can I tell you something? You were being a fucked up individual to yourself because you didn't give your time to heal from the last time, and the time before that, and your childhood shit, and your insecurities about that. When the last time you went swimming just in your bathing suit? When the last time? Without wearing a t-shirt? Huh? When the last time, for some of you, you went outside and just in a ponytail with no weave, no makeup? When the last time you started wearing lashes? When is that? When did we change? Huh? When did we change? When did we feel as though, man, I'm not going there. If I ain't got my lashes, I ain't going nowhere. When did that even start happening? What was it within you that you don't feel beautiful unless you have certain things? That you don't leave your house unless it's a certain type of way, unless you look a certain type of way? When did that change? Okay? But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to share my thoughts with y'all. And if it resonated with you, great. But this reading was just like, for me, sharing my individuality. Just sharing this is what I think about. And I hope that when you guys talk to yourself and you trying to realign with yourself and you trying to connect with God, those are the questions you ask. Because like a lot of times, and I'm realizing day by day, yes, we ask a lot of questions, and being inquisitive is great. But a lot of time we're not asking the right question. We're not. I had to call couple of attorneys' office to finally and realize, after I think like my third phone call, because you have to understand, not everyone communicates how you do. So how I'm speaking, a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, she sound nuts, and you may have to listen to this a couple of times to really catch what I'm saying. That's because my way of communicating is never going to be exactly how you communicate, because we're individuals, right? But you got to take a step back and slow down and understand and research, okay, this is what I'm looking for and this is what I need. But you have to understand yourself in order to explain that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, I had to actually go research certain legal terms because after the third call, I was like, okay, I'm getting pissed now because they can't help me. But then I was like, I said, I can't be asking the right question. So I stopped and I researched it and I reread and I said, okay, this is what I'm asking. What type of case do I have? And how should I pursue this moving forward? And do you provide that service? We got to learn how to ask questions. Nobody says stop asking questions. Hell no. But you got to understand how to observe, how to study, to ask the right question to get the right answer. Because yes, even though you research it, absolutely, you still may need assistance. That's why we're in the age of Aquarius, which is community. But if you don't know what type of assistance you're looking for, i.e. love or a job, you're never going to be satisfied and you're never going to feel safe. Because that's what relationships all about, finding love, finding a job. You know, it's not, yes, it's about money, material gain and all that, but it's about feeling safe and secure. Do I feel safe with this person? Can I laugh with this person? Hell, can I fart in front of this person? Ladies, can I go, number 2 in front of this person? Do I not feel judged? Do I feel safe here? With a job, no job really has job security, but can I trust my coworkers when I come in late? Like, hey man, I'm finna be like 5 minutes late and not get fired because I know that they respect me enough to where they know I'm gonna do my job. And this company has been in business for long years, so they believe in investing in their employees and not just a turnover. Instead of investing in the actual performance, you invest in the people. It's looking like that. Like, do they invest in the people? Are they publicly owned? Are they privately owned? What are their stock? What's going on here? Can I be safe and secure here? And is there room for advancement? Dating. I'm dating you. You got to go through the talking phase. Then we start dating. Then engagement. Then marriage. Can I see this? Is there room for that to grow here? Or is it just going to stay at the talking phase? The next thing you know, we friends with benefits. You got to start really filling this out. Is there room for advancement? Right? That's how I started looking at it. I was like, man, I'm going to start looking at that shit like that. Because a lot of us, and let's just be honest, a lot of us women who are doing all right for ourselves, we got nice homes and nice cars and all that stuff. Oh, I want a man with a nice home. What if that man ain't shit? What if his heart ain't shit? You ever think about that? And I'm not saying go get you a broke guy or whatever, or somebody who can't put, but what if their heart is way more than any money could buy? Because you can get a man who was a millionaire and give you whatever you want. He beating your ass, he cheating on you, he having babies on you and all that, but he can buy you whatever you like. Or you can get a man that you can build a home with. Y'all can share that mortgage. Y'all can have children. Y'all can still buy nice cars because guess what? You guys are financially literate together. You raised your credit. You took the time to get to know each other because you put love into this situation. Think about that. But anyways, you guys stay blessed, stay safe, stay protected. If you want to book a personal reading, the information is in the description box below the video. I'm stuttering again because I need to take my ass to sleep and I still got to go pick up my crumb snatcher. But you guys stay blessed, stay safe, stay protected, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.